Hi, I'm Amy. If you're new here, welcome. I'm gonna be doing a tattoo and piercing tour, I guess, of my body because I've gotten a few comments now of people wanting to get a closer look at the ink and holes in my body. Not those holes though. So starting with the first tattoo I ever got, my cherub. This was very painful. Basically, when you get rib tattoos, at least my artist had me lay like this so that the skin was extended, and then it went right over my ribs, and I thought I was gonna throw up. I was in so much pain, and I was regretting every choice I had made leading up to that moment. I was 18 years old when I got this, and I love it. I saw it on Pinterest and my artist changed some things up. But yeah, this was my first tattoo and it's the one I probably get the most compliments on. It's really cute. It's really me. I don't know why I got it. I've always loved angels. I mean, obviously my username is AngelAmy111. But this little guy, I sometimes forget I even have it. But it's fun when you're like wearing bikinis and like shirts like this because then I get to show it off. At that same appointment, I got the flower that I have inside my finger. Love her. Again, this was inspired by Pinterest, but my artist drew a way prettier flower, so I'm very grateful for that. And then I got my sister's Zodiac sign. It's an Aries. Trying to show that as best as I can. We're very low budget here, as you can tell. Yeah, my sister is an Aries, and my little sister, I manifested her. I prayed to God every single night up until I was 10 years old to send me a baby sister, and I got her. Her name is Avery. She is the love of my life, and this tattoo is for her spunk, her fire, her sass. She is a true Aries, like to her core. She is an Aries. About a year and a half later, I went to Vegas with my friends and we spontaneously got tattoos. So I got my moon and I got the heart behind my ear. Kind of a shitty heart, honestly, not the best shape, but it is what it is. This tattoo is matching with one of my friends named Van. She got the same heart shape, but hers is on her ass and it's filled in. I love this tattoo. A lot of people don't know I have it because you can only see it when my hair is like back or up, and I wear my hair down most of the time. So that's a fun one. What else? Oh yeah, and then I got this piercing. My navel hurt really bad, but I didn't know I was getting it pierced. Hear me out. I was really high and my friend was going to get her nose pierced and she invited me. So I went with her and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get my belly button pierced. Like I've always wanted to. So I'm laying there and there's like a clamper thing that they use to like squeeze the skin together. So picture like salad tongs, kind of like a clamp. So I thought he was just clamping it. And he's talking to me, he's like asking me questions, trying to distract me. And all of a sudden I like feel a really painful squeeze. And I'm like, oh, like that, the clamping is pretty painful. Like I didn't realize like the clasp would hurt that bad. I don't even want to know what the needle's gonna feel like. And then he was like, all right, you're done. So I got pierced without even really knowing that I was about to get pierced, which honestly helped so much because I wasn't expecting the pain. And then when it came again, I was just like, oh, that was like kind of a painful clamp. And then all of a sudden the needle was in my stomach. And I have a pretty high pain tolerance, so it didn't even hurt that bad. Like I have 3 lobe piercings. I used to have 4. I did my 3rd and 4th piercings myself with like a piercing gun from Amazon that literally cost like $1. And then I got my helix done. That's what this is called, right? I think. I really want to get more. I want to have them like stacked. But for now I just have this one. And then I got my conch piercing and I have a tiger's eye stud in there that I love. And then on my birthday this past January, I got, I think it's your tray, or what is it called? I forgot. But basically it's the one like right here. Like you wear a hoop like right up here. I got that done, but I used to sleep with earplugs in, so I put earplugs in every night and I accidentally unscrewed it. So I need to go back and have that pierced again because it was really cute when I had it. And I can finally sleep without silence, so I can finally get it done again. The next tattoos that I got, or I guess I should say did, were the stick and pokes that I did. So I have this one. This is Sanskrit. You can look it up. You can translate it. I'm not going to say what it is. I actually went to a yoga class a couple weeks ago, and this guy said my Sanskrit out loud. And I was like, I looked at him and I was like, you speak Sanskrit? He could read it. Isn't that crazy? I don't know anyone else alive who can like read Sanskrit and then translate it also. So that was like a very cool experience. But this tattoo is very personal to me. I did it right before I ended up in the ER trying to leave Earth. And the meaning of it is very ironic for what ended up happening to me. But now I really take this into consideration. And maybe one day I'll share what it means if no one can translate it online. And if you guys are like dying to know what it says, maybe one day I will admit what it says. But for now, it's just for me. The next stick and poke I did was my Om tattoo. Fun story, I did this almost 2 years ago actually. I was on Wellbutrin and I had forgotten to take my meds that morning. And so all day I was feeling like really off, like, something's wrong with me. Like I'm feeling weird. I'm feeling like anxious and kind of on edge. Like I need to do something drastic. Like I need to cut my hair. I had already cut my hair. I need to go get a tattoo or a piercing or something. And so I pulled out my stick and poke kit and I just gave myself the Om. And if you're into like yoga, Buddhism, Hinduism, if you know that whole like spiritual world, I guess you could say, then you will know that the Om is a very important and sacred symbol, and it has lots of different meanings, but basically for me it's just God. Like it just kind of, I don't want to explain it here right now. Again, you can look into it, but for me it's just God. And when I flip people off, I'm like, go find God. No, I'm joking. I don't flip people off. And then I also decided to do some dots out of boredom. So the same day I did the Om, I also did the 3 dots that I have on all my fingers. And I think they'll fade. I mean, some of them are darker than the others, like the pinkies. Those will probably be there forever. But some of them are fading a little bit. I don't know. They're fun. I like them. The next tattoo that I got was my wave. I got this in California. Fun fact, I went to California with my now ex-sister-in-law. And I told her that I wanted to get a tattoo. Back when I lived in California, I really wanted to get a wave. I was gonna get it like on my side or something, but I mentioned this to her, and then when we were on our trip last year, she was like, oh my gosh, we should totally go get matching tattoos. So yes, I have matching tattoos with my brother's ex-wife. But to be fair, to like defend myself, I always wanted to get the wave. I always knew I would get it. She just copied me. No hate, no shame. I'm not saying it's like such a unique tattoo that, oh my gosh, she copied me. I get it. It's like a very basic wave tattoo. Like I'm a basic ass bitch. I understand that. She just got inspired by me, but hers is way bigger. It's blue ink, and she got hers like right here, I think, like on her upper thigh. So are they the same shape? Yes. Are they matching? No. That brings me to my latest tattoo. The design I got on my arm. That's really off center and makes me want to leave Earth again. No, I'm joking. Yeah, it's really off. I mean, the wrist is like a hard placement. Even if it was a little bit more center, it would still like, from certain angles, like look a little off. When I'm just standing normally, I think it looks fine. You know, like from that front angle. But then when I like lift it, or like, I don't know, when you're looking at it from like different angles, it looks off. But yeah, this is what I have now on my wrist. And I'm definitely going to have to add to it to even it out a bit. It is what it is. I'm making peace with it. I'm coming to terms with it, even though it is off and crooked and the lines aren't great. It's just part of my body now. And I have friends who have been trying to give me a million different perspectives and help me see the beauty of it and the beauty and the imperfection. And, you know, I'm just a major perfectionist, and this tattoo has been a lesson for me not everything is perfect. From one perspective, it might look like something, but there's a million different perspectives, and not all of them can be perfect. So I am making peace with it. I'm gonna add to it. Hopefully that helps. But yeah, she's cute. Just imagine if it was like that. You know, just like slightly over. I'm gonna drive myself crazy, wishing this was perfect. Anyways, thank you for watching my tattoo and piercing tour. I really didn't think I would ever have tattoos or piercings growing up as a little Mormon girl, but here I am, here we are. The thing about my tattoos and piercings is that they have just become part of me. I genuinely can't imagine my body without any of my tattoos and piercings on them. Every time I get new ink, even if it does get fucked up like this one, it just becomes part of me, you know? And then it's like, how did I ever live in this body without this art? I don't know. If you live in Utah and you know like tribal artists or like floral like design tattoo artists, please let me know your recommendations for who I can work with to add on to this and to fix this monstrosity. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. I'm so happy you're here. My life has been kind of boring lately, so I apologize for the boring content, but I promise I'm gonna ramp things up. We're gonna live a more exciting life. I'm gonna take you along with me. I'm going to Costa Rica in a few weeks if you want to come along with me on that adventure. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed seeing an intimate look at my body, at my ink, and all of its imperfections. There's something I could critique about every single tattoo on my body, so I guess I just have to make peace with imperfection. That's the lesson God is teaching me. Thank you, God.